What if you discovered that real estate isn't as good of an investment as everybody says? I know. Everybody's got a story about some aunt. She bought her house in 1970 for $100,000 and she sold it last year for $800,000. So what do? You think, oh, $700,000 profit. Rich! That's not quite how it works. When you factor in those numbers, most people never factor in all the phantom costs, including taxes, maintenance. They don't factor in inflation and how that erodes the value of money over time. You know what else they don't think about? If they had taken that money and invested it somewhere else, odds are it actually would have turned into a lot more. In fact, data shows that the stock market typically trounces the performance of real estate as an investment. Now, how come nobody talks about this? Well, think about it. There's an entire industry built to get you to buy a house. There's the realtors. There's the finance people. Everybody wants you to put that money down and keep paying fees over and over again. I don't care what you spend your money on. I want you to spend your money on what's going to create a rich life for you. Now, that could be buying a house. It could be renting and taking the money you normally would have spent on your mortgage and investing it or saving it or spending it. It's really up to you. But all I say to you is this: run the numbers. If you run the numbers like me, you might discover that for where you live, it actually makes no financial sense to buy. Are there other reasons to buy? Of course. Maybe you want to buy because you want to knock that wall down. Maybe you want to buy because you want your kids to go to a certain school. Fine. But run the numbers, because for the biggest purchase of your life, you should know all the math and how it plays out 20 years in the future. The simplest way to start running the numbers is to go online and search for a buy versus rent calculator. There's some really good ones online, and they're going to let you plug in your numbers and show you, for the house values in your area, does it make sense to buy or rent? Then you want to go a little deeper. You want to say, you know what can I get in the stock market? Now, generally, we can assume that over the long term, if we invest in a low-cost, diversified index fund, we can get about 7%. Can you beat that in your area over time with real estate appreciation? And don't come and tell me, leverage, Ramit, leverage, I'm only going to put $10,000, I'm going to make $500,000. Leverage works on the way up, but it also works on the way down. The classic example of leverage is, I put $10,000 down, my house appreciated, and now I made $50,000. You're leveraging your money to grow, and it can grow disproportionately fast. That's the beauty of real estate when it works. But it also works on the way down. If your house depreciates by 5%, in other words, if your neighbor's house sells for 5% lower, your house is probably going to sell for 5% lower, your investment can be wiped out. So don't be misled. There's a lot of secret numbers when it comes to real estate. And if somebody's coming to you and telling you it's a sure thing, they're probably trying to profit off of you.